Hi, I'm Nishi. I'm a Bangladeshi girl living in US. I've started this channel only a month ago and I so much enjoying it. If you have watched my videos, thank you for watching and listening to me. If you already watched my videos, you probably had an idea about me that I'm a little bit weird and had a complicated but interesting life in the past. It took me so long to realize that I'm different. I've been to psychologists, therapists, and mental health institutions, but never was diagnosed. I was never prescribed to any stress or depression medication, nor I was advised to evaluate further. So I have self-diagnosed as an introverted alien living in human body who comes across normal in public. So here's my story. I was born in a conservative South Asian family. Asian people, especially South Asian people, has weird obsession about lighter or fair skin tone. One side of my family has lighter skin majority, while the other side has darker skin. I don't know I can call myself fortunate or unfortunate. I got brown skin. You got it. Nobody really cared about me, as I would never get a good husband because of my skin color. I was always told not to worry about my appearance. Don't get me wrong, I was well treated. Not just the way my fair skin or lighter skin family member were treated. Since I didn't have a chance to get a good husband, I was told to study hard my whole life and get good grades. I was told the only way I will get recognized will be through my grades. While I was studying harder and taking extra private tuitions, I was missing out a lot of family weddings, birthdays, missing out mingling with the cousin of my age, and the list goes on. At one point, I gave up the hope of attending any family event as I was always studying. If you guys don't know, I went to medical school, but that option didn't come that easily. Actually, I was never interested in medical career to begin with. I was forced to choose medical career over other options. I was never fitted in with the people I was taking classes for the medical admission, and I ended up not getting the admission for the first time. While all my other friends and classmates whom I was hanging out with got into reputable medical schools throughout the country, I was dealing with my mental trauma, my heartbroken parents, and the shame I brought to my family. While other normal people get married one time, I got married twice. When my first marriage took place, I was taking classes for the second time I was trying for medical school. My first marriage happened in a very mysterious way, which I will talk about in future when I feel comfortable about it, brought a big shame to my family. I was made sure to feel ashamed to get married at a very early age, even before getting into medical school or university, or I would say higher study. I was isolated from my family members, friends, and everyone I knew. I was emotionally alone. When I got the opportunity or luck to get into the medical school for the second time, I was told that my admission was a miracle just because I was married and didn't study properly. But nobody knew when and how did I study behind the closed doors. So people were just assuming that getting into the medical school was a miracle, but I didn't try for it. I lost all my old friends at that time, but was ready to make new friends in the new medical school. But I was so naive thinking that anybody would accept me normally as a friend. Everyone got weirded out knowing my personal affairs and didn't want to be friends with me. At one point, I started keeping my distance from everybody because I don't really have much to talk about. My marriage was failing and I wasn't able to concentrate on study properly. As you guys know, it's very stressful and hard studying in medical school. As a result of that, I was failing in all the tests all the time. I wasn't in all those chatting apps people were using to find romantic partners. I wasn't into K drama, sports, video games, or horror movies that all my classmates, roommates were into. I had no friends. My siblings were busy in their lives. My parents had their own things to deal with. I was an emotionless creature, going with the flow that any direction I was getting pulled to. When I moved to US in 2018, I thought my situation will change. After dealing with my then toxic ex, all the culture shock, and the language barrier, I was scared to talk to anybody. I had so less self esteem, I was confident that I would never be able to make any friends. So why try? Even I was able to mingle with a few people, I couldn't keep up because I relocated so many times. Despite speaking enough English, I find myself alone in the presence of other people when they talk about movies, actors, music, games, different brands of foods, different clothing brand, or the name of alcohol. Because I didn't grow up in this country and I'm not into those things. So what I'm really into? I'm into nothing and everything. I have accepted my fate to not be able to participate in any conversation about anything. I'm completely fine being the listener and being left out. At the end of the day, I'm grateful and happy that I'm alive and perfectly capable of provide for myself. If you watched this video this far, thank you. Please like the video and subscribe to my channel. Please follow me on Instagram to get to know more about my day-to-day life. Your like inspires me to make more videos like this. See you in the next video. Here to talk to anybody. This light gets off. Just turned off in the middle of filming.